Hello, grade 5 students, and welcome to the second part of our digital pineapple mosaic or mosaic, adding color. And as you can see, this is where you should be today. You should have completed your mosaic design in Google Drawing using the line tool. I use the polyline. I find it best to create a mosaic. I don't like the curve line for a mosaic. A mosaic is they're hard edges, so it gives you that effect. You can get a similar effect if you want, but really it should be the polyline. Okay, so before we continue with color, we really want to understand how we can make our work go back and forth, so we can bring the image forward and our work backwards to see the colors better. So I want to make sure that everybody knows how to use the arrange tool here. So I'm going to take my arrow and I'm going to click on arrange. Make sure that your area is highlighted with the blue border around it, which means that I'm working on it. And I'm going to go to arrange order. Let's try send backwards. No, that didn't do it. So we're going to undo. Then we're going to try to bring to front. That's what we want. So we can really look at the images that we're using. And this will be helpful for the next part of digital mosaic. So you can get a really good look at your pineapple. So once you get it, get your work sent to the back and the image sent to the front, you can just go and use the arrows, undo and redo, to click on these arrows and send it back and forth as you start to create your color. Now that we have our image in front, we can really get a good look at the color, and we can start to make our colors and really get a look at what we're seeing. So there's more of a yellow orange around here. There's more of a darker brown orange here, and even like a bit of a greeny brown orange around here. So let's go back and get our image, our mosaic pattern back up. And let's start, we can start with the lightest and go darker. So let's use this light one. We're going to go up to our paint can, which says fill color. We're going to click on that. What automatically comes up is this color panel right here. Okay, it's a color chart. And you can use some of these images. You can see the check mark is on the blue one. That is the default color that automatically comes up when you do work in Google Drawing. But you have all these colors to use. But I want you to use more than that. I want you to try and make some of your own colors. And you can see here I've already started to. So I'm going to start with this color right here. It's actually and you can see it actually filled in that one shape already. It's not the color I really want. I want to go with something that's a little bit more yellow, but I do want it to be in that same family. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to make my own color from that color. So I'm going to go plus here. See where it says custom? Then I'm going to go to plus, and I want it to be lighter. So I'm going to go take this, see this color square here that goes from dark to light, showing value. We're going to take our little circle here. We're going to move it up to something that's probably a little bit lighter than that up there. We're going to click OK. And that looks pretty good to me. And I like that. And maybe I'll do 2 or 3 of those and see how the color I just made pops up as the last color in that row of custom colors. And I can use it again and again. Go back to the paint can, fill it in. Now I want to start doing something. I'll do one more, a little bit darker. So I'm going to go up to the plus. It's automatically going to be on the last color that I did. And I want to go a little darker. So I'm going to take that little circle with my mouse, and I'm going to go a little darker, maybe a little bit there. I'm going to click OK and see how that one went a little bit darker. It might be a little too brown for me. I think I want to make it a little bit orange. So I'm going to go back to that and click on the hue, which is the color bar, and change the color a little bit to a little bit more orangey. I think that's better. And I want to go up a little bit. there. And I think I like that a little bit better. Now, you may say, Mrs. Shapiro, I don't really see the difference in that. It's the last color. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to say, well, let's zoom in here. I'm going to bring it in. And you can see that there is a slight color variation. It's slowly going to get darker. And you can keep doing that. And I'm going to zoom back out with the colors that you make. Now, I already have some colors here that I did. I'm going to do that one a few more times around here. Yes, my door just opened because a dog came in, but we will ignore him. And I'm going to add some more color here, and then I'm going to go darker again as I go down. And I already did these colors before, so I'm going to start to use what I did around here. And I'm using actually one that's already made. And you can see I'm getting lighter to darker with my color. I'm making some of the colors custom. I'm also using some from the board. One last thing I wanted to show you. So that's how you can use color. You can make your own color. We don't want to do transparent because we want our color to be fully opaque. We want it to be dense, thick. We don't want to have any transparency underneath, so we won't be using the transparent part. But we can also use, for those of you who want a challenge, the gradient. So see here it says solid and this says gradient. So when we're on solid, let me go back here. My computer's a little bit slow. Okay, you can see this is the solid colors. These are completely solid. Gradient is clearly gradient. It shows value within that color shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on a color there, and you can see how that color now, if I zoom in, has a gradient to it. And you can use that effect if you like, still getting darker as you go along. So now if I click on the gradient color there, I want to make my own custom. It's automatically there. I'm going to go back to my colors, my solid colors, to change the color to go a little bit darker, and maybe I'll do that one. But it's not really giving me that same look. There we go. We'll use, oops, we want to add, there it is. So we want it to go, and you can decide on how, there you go. You can fiddle around with it there. You can see the gradation or the gradient, the value coming and going, and there it is. And we can move that one and do another one. Remember, go to gradient, and that's the last one that I did. And then I'll do one more there. Same, go to gradient, use that one again. I want to get darker for this one, just to show you, oops, wrong thing. Color, we're going to go to, oops, and I'm custom. I don't know where my gradient went, so we're going to go back and back. So let's go back here, and then we have gradient again. So I'm going to make a new one, and I'm going to go to these colors that I made. I'm going to go to the darkest one. I'm going to go to add, and I'm going to try and figure out how to make this darker. Angle, linear, radial, center. We'll keep doing the center. But I don't like how that's working, so let's try and figure that out. Oh, so you can add different points. Oh, so you can add a color. So we want to go to the lightest. Okay, that's a lot of points. So we're going to cancel that and try again. This is all just experimenting. So I'm going to go to the dark one, but then we're going to add a light color. And we're going to add the lightest one we have. And we're going to go not linear, radial. And we're going to even make this, let's see. Add one more color. No? Okay. So you can see how you can fiddle around with adding the variation of the gradient to show different value. And we're going to zoom in here. Oops, I just did something. We're going to undo that, and I'm going to zoom in. And you can see there what I've done. You do not have to use gradient at all. You can just show me value in the colors that you you make using the solid colors, Just, I wanted to just show you that you can fiddle around with the color too, see if there's something that you like. It does have that circle effect. If I wanted to do maybe a green one because it had that green ring around there, I could try and do that. But I'm going to let you guys fiddle with it, figure it out, see if you want to try anything new and fun. Takes patience and time, so if you're up to it, great. If you're not, don't worry. Just show me the solid colors, show me value in your work, and good luck and have fun with this. I can't wait to see them.